Yo, what is up, PPL fans? Shadi here, coach of the Bayern Munich. I've missed saying this, and welcome to my PPL Season 3 draft analysis. I am very, very excited and happy, and PPL's back, boys and girls and whatever else you may be. And yeah, after the disaster of a draft and general season last season, I'm excited to get back into this and finally start fucking winning again. I did very well in the off-season SCL, 3-0, and I have the week 4 match that should go up soon. I played it already, but I'm not going to spoil it. And in the GPC, we went undefeated, got a 6-0, and beat one of the scariest drafts in history. So I'm looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how I've improved. I think I learned a lot, especially about a couple of these Pokemon as well that I've picked. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, last season was a fucking disaster, and I hope I can get this fucking title again because that's my goal, and I will do it. Trust me, maybe, potentially, perhaps. I'll try. Okay. So, with the draft that happened over the course of this week, I think we started like Tuesday, Wednesday, something like that. Basically, we want to start on this weekend, which would probably start like today. But after the Division 2 draft happened, we were like, why don't we just start now? We have no reason not to. So we just started, and we still got earlier. Well, it took quite a long time. We still got done earlier than we would have done otherwise. So, you know, some people were busy, like Frank was really busy with finals and stuff. Necros was, of course, always busy because he's a very much working man. So yeah. Well, it's fine. People took their time, which is why we started early, so we would have all the time in the world, and it was beautiful. So, draft. I was first overall. I was lucky enough to get the first overall pick, and I was so happy when I heard that when it was announced. I think I actually screamed and I jumped, and I was really fucking excited for life. So yeah, that happened. That's a thing. And yeah. So, with the first overall pick, I knew there were only 2 Pokemon that would even be an option for a round 2 pick. 2 months that I've used, did I say round 2? For a round 1 pick, first overall pick. 2 months that I've used before in the format, in the PPL. 2 months that I absolutely adore, and 2 months that I think are top 5 in the format. Those, of course, are Clefable and Manaphy. Now, I was thinking about it a little bit, and, you know, which one I wouldn't want to face anytime soon, and you know, just general what I want more, what I want to try more. End up with our captain for this season again. Probably I might change it, but for now, our captain is Tiny Blue the Manaphy. It's back from last season. No one was surprised, but I don't care. I'm not here to surprise people. I'm here to win. Now, before you yell at me like, "Shadi, you're boring." Okay, first up, shut up. First off, shut up. I don't care. Second, I have my reasons for this. Last season's draft was a mess. There was so much pressure on Manaphy. I didn't have things that could reliably help it. I didn't have things that could take electric hits very well until I dropped Druddigon, and then even then it wasn't optimal. And overall, I wasn't happy with how I built around Manaphy and how I used Manaphy. I felt like I didn't use it to its full potential, and I think I can do that because I'm a pretty good player. That's another reason. I really want to do Manaphy justice this season. I didn't last season, and now I will. I mean, I went, what, 9-5 with it, which isn't bad, but it's a Manaphy. No, wait, that was Aerodactyl. I think it went 11-5. That's the one. Or 4. It did well, okay? Was my MVP, but still, Manaphy has to do better this season, and will do better. I am very sure of that. Got a couple of new ideas. And, you know, with it being first overall pick, people are obviously going to try to counter pick it, but Manaphy has the ability to beat all of its potential counters, which is the amazing thing about it. If you don't know what Manaphy does, well, Tail Glow is the best setup move in the game, giving me an easy +3 right off the bat. I should have mentioned, I don't know what I'm going to do editing-wise. Maybe I'll just use Showdown. Maybe I'll try to do something cooler. I hopefully will. So, yeah. Yeah, Manaphy gets Tail Glow, the best setup move in the game, or one of the best setup moves in the game. I got Calm Mind as well, which works very well with Hydration, Scald, Rain Dance, and Rest, which is a very good set that I've used in the last season, and it's a beautiful so that it can 6-out teams. Kelly. So yeah, also it doesn't just have Tailglow and Scald, it has all the coverage it needs. The only thing that it doesn't get is like Flamethrower, but you know, HP Fire does enough to the few things that you might want to HP Fire. And by few things, I mean it's literally Ferrothorn, which would undrafted. So that's cool. It gets Ice Beam, gets Dazzling Beam, gets Energy Ball. It gets Grass Knot if Energy Ball is enough. It gets Psychic, it gets Shadow Ball, Signal Beam. All that stuff, and of course Hidden Power, because Hidden Power is the thing that I will not use on Manaphy probably. Is there anything else that no, there's not. I don't think there's any other relevant coverage. It gets Mud Slap, which is obviously very important. Even on the physical side, it gets pretty good things. It gets Knockoff, it gets U-turn, it gets Waterfall, which is basically all you need for a physical Manaphy, if you really want to go that route. It also gets Reflect, it gets Light Screen, and it gets Heal Bell. 3 moves that no one has ever used on Manaphy. Well, I use Manaphy with Heal Bell last season, but 3 moves that no one ever used on Manaphy, because why? But 3 moves that are definitely options. It doesn't get Hydro Pump. Tailglow Hydro Pump would have been kind of cool, but hey, you know, there's that. And there are a couple other, not a couple, but very, very few other options that I might look into at some point in the season that I could use. Not many, nothing special, but hey, we will see what happens. But yeah, I'm really excited to have Manaphy again, and it's my bulky water, one of my potential bulky waters. Spoilers. So, that's my first pick. Next round, initially my plan was to get Zapdos and Nidoqueen. If I would have gotten those, I think I would have had so many things covered already. Those two pair up so well with Manaphy, because having electric immunity that's not weak to grass or doesn't have a 4x weakness is perfect to match up with Manaphy. Defensively at least. So yeah, that would have been a thing. But Sam decided to be rude and sniped Nidoqueen off of me. Round 2 Nidoqueen, I would have never expected that to go. The one thing I did expect to go was Zapdos, which got taken round 3, so I could have gotten that. However, after Nidoqueen got taken, I realized that I can get back to my favorite defogger in the format. And of course, since I am first overall, I have that wheel pick every round. I can go back to my favorite defogger in the format, and that of course is Season 1 veteran Alabadi Crobat. Yes, indeed. I'm not Shroom. I'm better than Shroom. I'm also not as lucky as Shroom. Yeah, I love Crobat. If you have watched me through Season 1, you know how much I adore the thing. It is so good. I didn't get a single kill with it Season 1, but I never brought it to get kills. I always used it in the supportive role, and it did so well in that it can take on so many things. It's a perfect pivot. It's arguably one of the best pivots in the format, at least in my opinion, because it can switch into a thing. It's faster than a thing 90% of the time, and you can just U-turn out, roost, taunt, whatever you want to do, or just fire a Brave Bird. So yeah, that's that. Crobat also gives me, as I said, my favorite defogger in the format: fast taunt, fast haste, fast everything. 130 base speed is ridiculous. It even gets quick attack because gotta go fast. It can run a reliable choice band set because 90 attack with Stab Brave Bird is still pretty good. It gets Super Fang and Tailwind, which are 2 pretty good moves. You know, stab wise, it only gets Cross Poison for Poison Stab, but hey, gotta deal with it. Also, it does get Nasty Bat. I can run Nasty Bat. We all know that. But whether I will do that or not is a different question for a different day. Maybe I'll one day run Hypnosis. Who knows? Probably not. Because that's just not smart. But yeah, I love Crobat. It's fast, it's bulky, it roosts, it taunts, it defogs, it pivots, it does its thing, and I absolutely fucking love it. Excuse me. Also, I don't miss Toxics with it, which is kind of nice. So, next up, Sylveon almost came back to me, and if it would have, I would have just gotten it with Crobat. I would not have given a fuck, even though it's really fucking expensive at 17 million. But I think 2 or 3 picks before me, Sylveon got taken, which I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. I don't need Sylveon. If it would have gotten to me, that would have been sick, because Sylveon is the best fairy in format after Clefable, non-mega fairy. So yeah, I still want the fairy. I want to secure my fairy as early as possible, because if you know the PPL, and most other leagues to be fair, but especially the PPL, you will know that fairies go ridiculously early. That's because there aren't many, and that's because fairies are really fucking good. So I execute my fairy, and that is gonna be the ugliest piece of shit on earth, Aromatisse. I hate the thing's design with a burning passion. It's the first Pokemon in history I hate it because of its design, but it's really fucking good. Aroma Veil is a beautiful ability, also Aroma Whale, shout out to Enzo. I can't get taunted, I can't get encored, all these things, they don't work on me. Heal Block is a move that George has been using GBA, doesn't work on Aromatisse. Disable, Torment, all these things don't work on Aromatisse, which is nice. Then it has that massive 101 base HP set, which makes it a much better Wish Passer than Florges. I prefer the thing 10 out of 10 times over Florges. The only thing Florges has over it is speed and immediate recovery, which, you know, Aromatisse still gets Wish, just like Florges, as I said, but it's the better Wish Passer because 101 base HP is insane. 72 attack is actually surprising, but 72 defense combined with that HP set is pretty solid. 89 special defense with that HP set is also really good, and 99 special attack. I don't know why they give it I can't talk. I don't know why they didn't give it 100, but you know, they were just like, fuck you, Aromatisse. It's pretty rude of them, I think. But Aromatisse is a very good fairy. Perfect cleric, perfect Wish Passer because as I said, it can't get taunted, and it gets some okay coverage. Gets Flash Cannon with other fairies, I guess. Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, and of course Stab, Moonblast, and of course the psychic coverage, which basically every fairy gets. And Calm Mind, of course, it can be very good. Calm Mind Sweeper, and it is one of the best Trick Room setters in the game. Once again, it's very slow at 29 speed, and once again, with Aroma Veil, it can set up Trick Room so reliably. If I want to run Trick Room 1 week, I can do it with the thing, and maybe have the thing be my sweeper. And yeah, Aromatisse is just very nice, and it builds a fantastic core, a 2-mon core with one of my later picks, and I'm very happy that I have that core. So yeah, next round comes around. I don't actually know if I got sniped this round. Oh yeah, I did. I think this was the round I got sniped in. I wanted Crocodile this round. I really badly wanted Crocodile. It fit perfectly. Gave me a Pursuit Rabbit, which was huge for one of my later picks. Gave me a very nice Scarfer, Stealth Rocks, Electric Immunity, all those things it would have given me. And then Shroom took it because Shroom is a bitch. Shroom, I still hate you for that because I really wanted Crocodile. I love Crocodile to pieces. Got taken. Unfortunate. Was there anything else I got taken? I'm not actually sure, but I'm upset because Shroom is rude, but I think I got pretty good replacements. This is actually not an immediate replacement, but it's part of the replacement squad, I guess. Was there anything else? I'm just looking at the spreadsheet right now and seeing if there's anything else. Nidoking got taken as well, which I could have taken as a backup. Fortress got taken. I wanted Fortress. I hate Fortress. It's bad, but I wanted it because it fit rolls. It fit holes. It filled holes and fit rolls. And my backup for, you know, whatever, was Cobalion. Also got taken. Zapdos got taken as well, if I still wanted, and Donphan got taken. So basically, this was the round everything I wanted got sniped. I was like, oh, this is less than ideal. So I had to kind of switch around plans a little bit. So I went with not a ground type, but a different electric immunity. In my opinion, one of the best electric types in the format. Was the top 3, top 5, definitely. Eden, the Thundurus-T. Also, Aromatisse is probably going to be called Ribery because it's not very pretty to look at, but it's really fucking good. That's really rude, I'm sorry. If you have any better nicknames, hit me up. It's not going to be Aroma Whale. That's boring. That has been used before. If you have any other nicknames for Aromatisse, please help me. There are other ones that I need nicknames for because I'm very uncreative. You guys should know that by now. So next up is Eden, the Thundurus-T, named after my buddy Kyle, formerly known as K22. Now he is Eden's Blessing, and Eden just sounds like a cool name, I feel. I think, yeah, Ethan named his K2, and now mine is Eden. So, there we go. And Thundurus-T is ridiculously powerful. And in effect, it has Volt Absorb, which is gonna make people wary of clicking Volt Switch because they don't want to give my Thundurus health back. Because, once again, Thundurus is a massive threat. 145 special attack. Yes. All of my yes. Not only is this thing ridiculously strong, if it's modest, it hits way over 400 special attack, which is crazy. It also has very nice coverage. It obviously gets Stab Thunderbolt, it gets Stab Volt Switch, it gets Grass Knot, it gets Sludge Wave, Sludge Bomb, Focus Blast, Dark Pulse, other things, Flash Cannon. It gets everything you want basically, plus hidden power, which, you know, every deck type does that, but Thundurus does better because it's really fucking strong. Add in the fact that it can be a fantastic mixed attacker with 105 attack. It gets things like superpower, it gets things like wild charge, and other options that I could use. Also get psychic as a coverage move, by the way. I shouldn't have mentioned that. And knockoff is also very nice to have. It's my second knockoff user after Manaphy. I don't have any stab knockoff users, but I have another one. And you know, that's cool. Also, Thundurus is arguably one of the best sub sweepers in the format, or in the format, because it does get agility and nasty blood, and with its stat distribution of 145 special attack and 101 speed, it does that perfectly, because it's strong enough to where agility is perfectly viable, and it's also fast enough to the point where nasty blood is viable. I love the thing. 79, 70, 80 bulk isn't frail. It's not bulky, but I probably could make it bulky if I wanted to. Probably won't, but it's an option. Because it has the same typing as Zapdos, so I could do something with it. It just basically point is it doesn't just die to any hit, which is nice. So yeah. Next up, I realized I needed Stealth Rockers. I didn't have Stealth Rocker yet. And yeah, while I am pretty happy with Thundurus and everything else I got, Stealth Rockers are super important. I also wanted to make sure to not get any more major Stealth Rock weaknesses. With Crobat and Thundurus, I didn't want something else that is important and is a flying type. I didn't want another I didn't want another thing that's important and weak to rocks, because that would be less than ideal. So next thing I looked at was a dragon type that I wanted last season, got sniped off of me, and that is Druddigon. Don't have a nickname for it. Please give me a Druddigon nickname. A good one, please. Not Spiky Dragon. That's boring. Anyway, Druddigon is amazing. I love the thing. Rough Skin Rocky Helmet is gonna make everyone hate me, and it's gonna be so much fun. Sheer Falls Life Orb has no switch-ins, and Mold Breaker can be very nice as well, because Mold Breaker is a fun ability that a lot of people overlook occasionally. That's nice. As I said, it gives me a very reliable Stealth Rocker. It has ridiculous coverage between Dragon Stab, Earthquake, Fire Punch, Crunch, Aqua Tail, Gunk Shot, of course, Iron Head, Night Slash, all of things. It can use Rock Slide is a thing that is occasionally used, and of course Sucker Punch for priority. The thing has so many nice options, and I absolutely love it. It also gets Taunt, which is a thing that I don't think I've seen before, unless Evelyn ran last season. Possible. But yeah, Druddigon is amazing. It's decently bulky, at 77 HP and 90 defenses. 90 defenses, not 19. That would be less than ideal. And 120 attack, which actually is the second highest attack set of my team. You will see that later on. Right now, this is the highest. And with me having Aromatisse as a very good Trick Room setter, Druddigon could potentially run through a couple of teams. So yeah, 48 speed is not good, but I guess it's workable. I have seen this scuff Druddigon before. Shout out to Pierre. I will not do it, but it's a thing. So yeah, I love Druddigon. I'm really happy I got it, because Rough Skin Rocky Helmet is going to enable me to get chip damage off on things, to the point where Thundurus, Manaphy, or one of my later picks, a couple of my later picks actually, can come in and clean shit up. Even Crobat, of course. That's very nice. So, moving on to the next round, I will see if there's anything else that got taken from me that I wanted, so I can cry a little bit more, but I don't think there was. There actually wasn't. Cool. So my next two picks, I needed Electric Immunity. I wanted another ground type, to be honest, because Thundurus alone isn't the best. Like, it obviously it's immune to it, but I wanted something else that's reliable, because just having Jolteon last season wasn't enough for me either. So, I also need another hazard removal, and I need more Stealth Rockers. If I didn't need more Stealth Rockers, this draft would have probably looked a little bit different. But I need at least 2 Stealth Rockers. That's what I ended up with. So, the first one I went with in this wheel pick that I got is Bennington, the Seismitoad. If you don't get a nickname, it's the name of the singer or the lead singer of Linkin Park, Chester Bennington. I felt like Chester just doesn't fit a Seismitoad. It just seems weird, but Bennington does, kinda. And if you haven't watched my PPL Season 1 video of, I think, Week 8 against Ellie, you should do that, and then you will understand this nickname because crawling. Basically. Yeah. Maybe if there's any other better names out there, then I will do that. Also, maybe Spoon loves me now, even though he doesn't know that I picked this. Maybe he'll still love me. Somewhere. Yeah. Seismitoad is really fucking good. I want to try out the thing. I want a cool electric immunity, a fun electric immunity, and I wanted another water type kind of, because I don't want Manaphy to be my only one. And with Manaphy, Thundurus, and the thing, I actually have pretty good rain potential if I want to do that. That's cool. It gets Swift Swim, it gets Water Absorb, and it gets Poison Touch if I want to poison things. I don't know. Water Absorb is of course very nice because that means people just can't spam Scald or Waterfalls or whatever it may be. It also has really good offensive coverage. It gets Stealth Rocks, of course, which I want to, as I said. It gets Dual Stab in Earth Power, Scald, Earthquake, not Waterfall because Game Freak is stupid. It gets things like Ice Punch, it gets Knockoff, it gets Fighting Coverage and things like Low Kick and Drain Punch. It gets Grass Knot as well. It gets Hydro Pump, of course. It gets Hyper Voice? I didn't know. Why do you get Hyper Voice? Also gets Poison Jab, which is very nice. Such Bomb, Such Wave, because it's kind of a poison type, but it's not a poison type. You feel me? Yeah. And yeah, Seismitoad is a really fun mon. It's a very reliable Stealth Rocker. And it's gonna be fun. Of course, it's my 4x weakness, but it's the only one I have. So it's gonna be pretty easy to see if people are gonna run HP Grass or not, because there's not much else that they want to run Hidden Power Grass or Hidden Power for. And also my 2 electric immunities don't share any weaknesses, which is something I really wanted. Because Thundurus-T's weaknesses, or main weaknesses like Ice, Rock, those 2 are the 2 weaknesses it has. Seismitoad can take Ice hits and resists Rock, which is nice, and Thundurus can take the Grass hits for Seismitoad. So my 2 electric immunities kind of work together in some extent. That helps Manaphy, of course, again. Seismitoad is also a really good mon stat-wise. 105 HP, 95 attack, 85 special attack, and 75, 75, 74 in defense, special defense, and speed respectively. It's pretty solid. I wanted something with okay speed. And Seismitoad is that kind of middling speed and 74th. People overlook Seismitoad's speed set. It's pretty nifty. Also, offensive life of Seismitoad is a very, very fun set, whether it be with rain or without. We have seen what rain Seismitoad can do in a certain battle that I may or may not have mentioned before in this video. I like Seismitoad. I always love the thing as an old school NU player. Someone who has been playing NU since Gen 5, I obviously adore the thing because it's really fucking good. So yeah, before I continue, I'm gonna do some work right here on my screen, which you can't see, but that's fine. But what I wanted, as I said, I wanted another hazard removal, which there isn't many left. Trust me, I looked. There weren't many hazard removals left. I also still wanted a Pursuit Trapper because one of my later picks, which I will get to in a second, really appreciates Pursuit. Pursuit Trappers being around, things that can deal with bulky Psychic types. So it's time to visit another old friend, Zebo the Skuntank. It's funny because Dark type and Darkness is my old friend. We were visiting an old friend. I'm funny. I was totally intentional. Yeah, Zebo. Shout out to Zebo. Yeah, Zero and Jobo. You'll appreciate this name. Still, you did last season. Yeah, Skuntank is a mon that I had last season. I used it quite a lot, and I'm very, very happy with it. It always did its job. It's not a mon. It's kind of like Crobat in that sense. It doesn't get killed necessarily, but it does its job. It pursuit traps things. It puts things in range for other things. It taunts things. It prevents things from sweeping me, because having a Dark type in League format, in my opinion, is very, very huge, because Psychic types are so threatening. Especially Calm Mind variants with Cobble Berry. You might just lose to them, but Skuntank doesn't care. It's typing in Poison Dark, Dark Poison, whichever one it is. Let's find out if it's Dark Poison or Poison Dark. It's Poison Dark. Today I learned. It's a huge difference, of course. That typing is massive because not many Psychic types, I think, outside of Mew, of course, and like just crap like Claydol, which isn't a Pokemon. It's bad. It doesn't exist. Don't get ground coverage. That's something only weakness. Oftentimes they're gonna try to carry Signal Beam or Focus Blast. They can do it very easily for other Dark types. Not for Skuntank. They're gonna have to run fucking HP ground, and like a bulky Skuntank doesn't care because it has 103 HP. I love Skuntank. It's good. Gives me another priority user in another one. Did I have one before? Am I being dumb? I had Druddigon. I did in fact have Druddigon and to infamous quick attack Crobat. So it gives me a stab priority user, which is nice. Excuse me. Even though it's only 93 attack, that's just enough. It also has 71 special attack, which I can use with things like Fire Blast, Acid Spray, which is a beautiful move, Dark Pulse, and of course Sludge Bomb. Does it get Sludge Wave? I don't think it gets Sludge Wave. No, it only gets Sludge Bomb, which is weird, but it does. It also, of course, as I said, it's not a defogger. It's a very good taunt user. It gets Haste, one of my favorite moves in the game. It gets Play Rough as well, which is a nice coverage moves. It's a nice coverage move. I can talk sometimes. And just like Crobat, it gets Never Missing Toxics, which I guess is cool. And it gets Explosion. Maybe Zebo will explode one day. That could be fun. But yeah, Skuntank is just a very, very nice utility mon. It does things other Pokemon can't do. I like those kind of mons that just do things that most other Pokemon can't do. There aren't many Pokemon can do its job. And that's very nice. So, with my next two picks, I am happy. These were two picks I had planned from the absolute start. But with one of them, which is my Mega, if someone would get it, I would be fine with it because I would get a lot of money back and I can switch around things a little bit and I can get pretty good replacements. And the other one I was very, very sure no one would take, and I was right. And the first one is Duct Tape, Porygon 2. I love that nickname. It's genius. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I know you're appreciating it right now while watching it. I know you are because it's absolutely genius. Look at me. No, but Porygon 2 is the bulkiest motherfucker on Earth. Nothing kills Porygon. I love it. And while people say that knockoff is a huge problem, it's not for Porygon 2. Like, first up, it's not weak to it, which is good. Second up, it says 85, 90, 95 bulk, which even with Revivite is still really, really bulky-ish. Well, it is pretty fucking bulky still. That's cool. Also, unlike a lot of other Violet users, it's not passive. It has 105 special attack, which is more than Manaphy, which is cool. Also has 3 very fun abilities in Trace, Download, and Analytic. Trace will enable me to switch into certain things while copying their ability, like electric types that have immunity abilities, like Jolteon. Jolteon can't fucking touch P2 for the life of it. Which is nice. Download will give me a boost on one of my attacking stats, and then Analytic will just make me hit harder in a watt because Porygon 2 is slow, and people will switch out of it, and then it will do more damage. P2 gets things that recover. It gets Stat Tri Attack, it gets Bolt Beam coverage, and it does that very, very well. It gets Trick Room. It's another very, very good Trick Room setup that I can use. It does get Thunder Wave. I can get some Yellow Magic. Charge Beam is another option to boost my special attack. And other than that, that's basically all it gets that's super viable. But it can still pull off some shenanigans, and the main thing that P2 does is just not fucking die. Trust me, I did calcs with the thing. It just chews hits for days. Did I say it gets recover? Of course it gets recover. You should know that, but I don't think I mentioned it. So reliable recovery is huge on the Violet Mons especially, and I fucking adore P2. I used it in the GPC a little bit. It helped me win against Bluesy, and yeah, for the game with a lot of calcs. It's just so fat. It doesn't die. It's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, and this is the thing that I mentioned. Aromatisse builds a very, very nice core with. Aromatisse can take those knockoffs very well. And by the way, nothing on my team outside of my last pick, which doesn't really count, is weak to knockoff. So people aren't gonna run knockoff for my team very much, outside if they really, really, really want to hit P2. So that's cool. That's dope. Sick. Love it. Yeah, I love P2. I'm really looking forward to the thing, and I hope it's gonna put in work. I know it will actually. So, moving on to my next pick. It's time for my Mega. I wait for the thing till the end. I was kind of debating if I want to pick it now, or wait another round and pick my other things first. But I went with it now. And it's my favorite Mega format. After 2 seasons of people of me not getting it, it's time for me to get my favorite fucking Pokemon. Mine, the Mega Lopunny. The shiny Mega Lopunny. If it's not shiny, it's gonna be Leon. But it will be shiny. I promise you. Mega Lopunny, my favorite Pokemon. It's fast, it's powerful, it's not frail. It hits hard, as I said, it's strong, yeah. It has unresisted stab coverage. It's amazing. It has so many somewhat gimmicky options they can use. Like the last moveset is always kind of up there in the air, and even the other moves can be changed around. It's always going to be a normal stab usually. It's going to be a fighting stab usually, and it's fake out. And then there's this last moveset which can always be changed around, and the other 3 can be changed around as well. Of course, I don't need fake out every week. I don't need return every week. I don't need fighting step every week. And even if I need it, people will expect me to have it, and they can kind of play around that. So, Mega Lopunny gets a couple of other really good options. It gives my team more speed, of course, with that strong 135 speed. And it gives me a Healing Wish user, which could be very, very clutch. I don't want to use Mega Lopunny as my Healing Wish user, but it might happen. It also gets, of course, Elemental Punches. It gets Power Up Punch, which can be very nice. Quick Attack for more priority outside of Fake Out. T-Wave, Yellow Magic, Mega Lopunny. Let's go. Heal Bell, I think I mentioned that. Did I mention that? I don't know. And a couple other gimmicky moves I could use. Encore is very nice. Copycat could be very, very fun. So yeah, I love Mega Lopunny. There's not much to say about it. You know what Mega Lopunny does. It's pretty straightforward. And with a combination of Mega Lopunny and Crobat, I pretty much have my speed tiers covered. I think I have the fastest mon in the league right now. I could be wrong. Maybe Excelgor got taken. Maybe I don't know. Alakazam, Mega Alakazam, and Mega Aerodactyl weren't picked. So yeah, that's that. And so moving on to the last 2 picks, and I had 5 mil left, and I was debating so hard. This was probably the hardest decision I had. I wanted Barbarical, which was one very good option. It has a lot of really cool options, but Rapidash, which was also cool, gives me another very good speed tier, another good Scarfer, decent Scarfer, Baton Blast shenanigans as well. There was Steelix, which would be very nice. It calcs with that thing. It's so fat on the physical side, and can still take some special hits, and hits really hard with Life Orb, Sheer Force, another Stealth Rocker, all that stuff. Scepter would be nice, another speed tier, another Grass type, which I didn't have yet, and other stuff that's really fucking good. Frogadier for Spikes and T-Spikes was another option I was considering, but ultimately I decided to go with a mon that, looking at other drafts, actually puts in so much work. I did calcs with it. It's a really solid mon. I used a lot in PU, and that is Vanilluxe, the ice cream cone. I need a nickname for it. Please give me all the nickname suggestions you have for Vanilluxe, the other things I mentioned, and my last pick as well, because I don't know. Vanilluxe has 110 special attack. That's a lot. That's a lot. But choice specs, Life Orb, Expert Belt, Never Melt Ice, whatever I want to carry, it hits really hard. It gets Freeze Ray. It is, in fact, the strongest Freeze Ray user in the game, because Mega Glalie can't hold an item. Fuck you, Mega Glalie, you suck. It has 95 attack, so Ice Shard is viable. It gets Explosion, which is almost viable. It gets a Totemize, which makes me gotta go fast. I can be Sonic with this thing. That's basically all it does. It gets Taunt as well, but there were a lot of teams with Ice weaknesses. And Vanilluxe just works well against those, kind of, maybe, potentially. I don't know if it'll actually bring it, but having it is fun. And if I bring it one week, people are going to be surprised, and it's going to be fun. So yeah, it also has really good stats all around. 71, 85, 95 bulk is a lot. I think it's bulky. And 79 speed is pretty decent for a Scoffed set. It also gets Flash Cannon, by the way, which I didn't mention, but yeah, there's not much else. It gets coverage-wise. Hidden Power is a cool move. That can be helpful. So yeah, Vanilluxe is amazing. I really love this thing. People are going to overlook it. People are going to see it as a joke pick. It's not. Trust me. It also gets weak armor, so I can get speed boost by getting hit, and that's going to be fun. So, my last pick. Since everyone was going to get meme picks, I was like, okay, I want a meme pick. Let me have a meme pick. I want a meme on my team, and not have it be Ethan, who's kind of my co-coach. Kind of. I think he is. Officially. I'm not actually sure if he's officially my co-coach. Probably is. I wanted a meme pick myself, and I looked through the things. I had 2 million left, and I went with a mon that I absolutely love in PU. It's not going to do much this season, or if anything at all, and that is Giraffaric. I need a nickname for this thing. I don't know what it's going to be. Usually I'm my Two-Face, but it's a really fucking stupid nickname. So, it gets Sapsipper. Sapsipper is cool. I think people can't just spam grass moves against me, which, that's nice. I didn't really have to. Oh, I have resistance. Skuntank, Crobat, Thundurus, etc. And P2 Aromatees don't care. which is nice. But Sapsipa is fun. That's where it stops. No. Giraffe gets Baton Pass, it gets Agility, it gets Nasty Plot, Calm Mind, all those things, and Sapsipa, of course, with Baton Pass. That's the main niche it has. It can Baton Pass things. You know, 90 special attack, 80 attack, it's okay. 85 speed, it's okay. It's not bad. It gets a lot of really fun moves. It gets Wish, which I didn't know. It gets Earthquake, gets Psychic, Psyshock, Hyper Voice, Double Edge, Energy Ball, Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, Shadow Ball. Did I say Shadow Ball? I think I did. Thunder Wave, Yellow Magic. There you go. Sucker Punch, more priority. I don't know. It's a fucking giraffe, dude. What do you expect? Do you expect anything from a giraffe other than just eat fucking leaves? Jesus, dude. Don't be so harsh on the thing. Do you get Rain Dance? Yo, I can set up Rain Dance with the thing for my Manaphy. Easy. I don't know, man. Giraffe is cool. I like it. It's not gonna do anything, but if I ever bring it, people are gonna be surprised and be like, "Oh shit, what's this gonna do?" Or they're gonna laugh and maybe they're gonna fall off the chair and then I win because they time out. That would be nice. I think it's my main plan with Giraffe. Have people time out because they laugh so much at it. I love Giraffe, man. It's fucking beautiful Pokemon. I just wish it was good. So yeah, that's the Bayern Mewnich for Season 3 of the PPL. Maybe I will regret picking Giraffe, but I'm not the only one who will regret having a meme pick, which is good. So I am really excited about the team. I really like it. The things I'm most excited about are probably Thundurus-T because it's a god, Porygon 2 because it's a god, and Vanilluxe because it's a potential god. I don't know, man. Yeah. Trust me, I looked at things that are 5 mil to not get Vanilluxe and Giraffe and get one other mon instead. There was nothing that was worth it and would fit my team. So, well, there were a couple options, but I ultimately feel like Vanilluxe would be the best one because Ice Stab is good. So yeah, it's a team. I'm really happy. I think I did a much better job than the last season. This video is way too long once again, but you know me by now. My draft analyses are way too long, but so is my dick. I'm funny. Kill me now. Yeah, okay. That's the team. That's the Bayern Mewnich Season 3. Tell me what you think of the draft. Do you think I did better? Do you think this is the best team I had in the PPL yet? Do you think it's bad? Why? Because if you do think it's bad, then you must have some really good points, because I don't see why. I do have flaws on this team, of course, like every other draft. I do have some flaws. But I think they're all patchable, especially with the core of P2 Aromatisse. I think I can do a lot, and with the offensive pressure, I think at Thundurus and Mega Lopunny, and of course Manaphy, Crobat, Vanilluxe, kind of. I can do things. I'm very happy with this team, and I think it will be fun to use. And we're going for the title. Every draft this season is so scary, dude. Like, why? Ugh. Fuck me. It's gonna be interesting. Week 1, I think I can say that, is against Jack, Don Fanatic, and his Norwich Skitty. We lost him last season through some pretty big hacks and through some pretty bad prep on my part. Not pretty bad, but not optimal prep, which led to me struggling even more with hacks and just losing. I think 4-0 was pretty bad. So yeah, that happened. But we're gonna get revenge. But his draft is ridiculous, dude. Why did you say dude so much? When did I start picking it up? Last couple minutes apparently. But his draft is ridiculously good. But we will get into that in the team builder if I ever make one. If I even make one, maybe I'll just do it in the video. You can tell me that. Should I do team builders in the battle video or should I make a separate video? Tell me. I'm curious. So, with that being said, I'm going to shut up now. We're always at 40 minutes. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out the PPL links in the description below. Follow the Twitter and follow the channel because this season we will actually have content constantly and reliably. It's gonna be great. With that being said, thank you all for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave some nudes. I will appreciate all 3 and hopefully see you guys in this PPL season. Hopefully you will be supporting the Bayern Munich. Until next time, guys. Goodbye.